This is Mr. And what I have for you today is a modification on the Ice Golem Witch bowler combo that I put up a few days ago or a week ago, whenever I put it up. And that is, instead of bringing 2 heal spells, I was bringing the 2 heal spells with the 2 jump and the 2 rage. Instead of bringing 2 heal spells, I'm going to bring 5 bat spells. Now normally you could have what else could you have? No, that's it, 5 bat spells. Okay, no poison. Logic being is with the 2 rage spells, with 10 witches, if I have anything that comes out of the clan castle, 10 witches under rage, should be able to burn through most of anything that comes out of the clan castle without needing to have a poison. Going to have a look at 4 attacks. Let's dive in straight away. Is it a viable strategy? That's what we're here to see. Okay, now the idea of my deployment, at least anyway, was to keep 1 Ice Golem up the sleeve, to deploy it, and then use the bats as a deployment on the back end. So we're going to have a look at 4 attacks on various bases of various strengths and just see how they go. So I've lost Ice Golems already. I've still got 1 Ice Golem up my sleeve, the old 30-second scout. I realised there's no way anything was going to take this jump come in, so I thought I could see that the middle of the base was dead. I figured everything would path around the outside anyway, so I might as well hold off. Now I still have this Ice Golem to deploy, so I've deployed the Ice Golem, didn't count on those Teslas, and now what I'm actually trying to do is actually deploy the bat spell. I'm trying, so it looks like, what are you doing, mister? Why are you waiting for the Ice Golem to die before you deploy the bat spell? That's not how it works. And it's true, that's not how it works. But what had happened was I was having issues with my tab, because when I went to deploy the bat spell, which is at the bottom of my tab, that's where the control mechanisms are as well, control button, and because the way I press the tab, it starts to scroll that bottom up and it wants to give you access to the control buttons. And it's like, no, and then you have to wait for it to go away or tap elsewhere to go away. So it was a little bit difficult. Found it difficult to actually start deploying the bat spell. So that's why the Ice Golem perished so early. So massive amounts of loot on that one, but you can see the whole overall principle. Get your troops in, couple of rage, not going to heal them, save the Warden's ability for an Eagle strike. 2 rage, by then the Eagle should normally be out on a normal base. Bat spell with Ice Golem as a back end. Let's have a look at another attack. Alright, now this attack is a little bit pleasing because as I looked at everything, it looked like it was pretty well maxed, and I thought, look, it's a standard base, we've all seen this base before, let's see how this goes. And again, my logic is if I can try and save an Ice Golem, and it's fully loaded. So the Expos are loaded, the Infernos are loaded. So here we go, same deployment method. The idea is 4 Ice Golems down with the Witches and the Bowlers. Rage, activate the Grand Warden's ability to save too much death coming, second hit, so the Ice Golem can wear the first hit. So Rage, now I've got to get that other jump down into the Eagle area. Now I'm going to have to activate the Warden's ability to save the hit. There we go. From the Eagle, saves that. And now the second rage goes down that you can see. So the Eagle will go down and everything will be fine and hunky-dory. Now look at this on the left-hand side. Again, I'm having issues with this bat spell. Just the way that I'm manipulating the tab. But hey, it worked a little. Ice Golem was distracted. I'm taking out weapons. This is working a treat. It's working how it should, except whoops, there they go. All the bats just died to that 1 wizard strike over there. However, they did take out these couple of weapons here, so possibly a timing issue. Might have to look at timing issue if I'm going to be doing this sort of attack more often. But otherwise, good lot of troops left. Look, enemy Queen's still up. She's starting to nuke some of my troops. Come on, Queen, get in there and take her down. And I looked at this and I thought, well, you know what? I actually do like my chances of taking this base out. Even though now would have been possibly a good time to have done the bats, because most of this stuff that was taken out by the bats would have been taken out by the other troops anyway. So that's another consideration, but of course the other issue is that I would have had a wizard that I can't deal with, which means do I bring 4 bats and a freeze spell? And that means then if I'm going to do that, maybe I should deploy the bats straight onto the wizard instead of letting them fly in, that kind of thing. So there's a whole bunch of considerations here. So I noticed that the archer went down, so yep, activate the Queen's ability, take out the Expo, take out the Leaf Blower, take out the cannon. The Expo is on the Grand Warden archers. Yep, no problem. Now it's all just a matter of time. Skellies take out the storage and there. And I was thinking, that's pretty good. That took out a max Town Hall 11. Okay, it's a crap base. Probably anything would have taken that base out. But still, to take out a max Town Hall 11 that doesn't have a CC with a troop that I haven't really practiced much or at all with and that I just made up, well, okay, and no siege machine. Okay, let's have a look at another one. Base, when I first looked at this base, and I absolutely hate these bases. I hated them at Town Hall 9, I hated them at Town Hall 10, and I hate them now at Town Hall 11, and now Mobius base is going to be coming at Town Hall 12 very soon, and I'm going to hate them as Town Hall 12s. The reason I hate these bases is everything is in its own little compartment. Every weapon is in its own little compartment, which means either you have to bash through a tremendous number of walls, but it's all deep DPS stuff coming at you while you're trying to get through those walls. So you're either going under them with miners, you're over them with hogs, which means hogs are jumping a lot, and while they're jumping, they're not hitting things, or you have to physically bash through them or bring spells to overcome them. Now, my issue was I like to try and penetrate quite far with the 2 jumps. It didn't matter which way I entered the base. I was going to be having difficulty just to get to the other side of the base. And that really is exemplified in the results of the attack. As you'll see here. Because everything is so condensed, that's not really the issue. The issue is I can't travel through the base because there are just so many compartments. But I thought, you know what? I'll give it a go anyway. Let's just see what happens. So you see how quick that Ice Golem went down. Within 20 seconds of the attack starting, the first Ice Golem is down. Rage, second jump goes in. Now remember, I'm aiming, and the Grand Warden's ability is activated. So you've seen that. So Rage, first hit on whatever, second hit Grand Warden's ability, and then I've got the race. But now I'm looking, where can I deploy the Ice Golems, the bat spells? I'm thinking here, but then I want to come over here. Now, I didn't track, and again, I'm having issues deploying the damn bat spells because the bat spells should be deployed already. It's like that's something that I really, really need to practice on because I'm sitting here, still haven't deployed the bat spells because I was having issues. And it's like, finally, I got the bat spells to go down. But by then, I know I'm facing an Expo, a Wizard, and the bat spells aren't going to do me too much good, as you see here. The Wizard's just going to take them all out, and boom, there you go. All the bat spells are dead. So that's what made me think maybe I should have just deployed them on the Wizard. But I was having issues after I dropped the Ice Golem. I was having massive issues just to try and get that bat spells down. Again, I've explained why. When I touched near the bottom of my tab, I must be brushing up, because it brings that next layer up over the game that says, hey, do you want to activate the different window? Do you want to, that's that particular tablet control. Okay, so fail, but hey, decent enough loot. Let's finish on a high note and have a look at the last attack. Okay, on this particular base, I've got an active eagle, and what I thought was I'll just either come in over this bomb tower or this bomb tower, jump onto the Inferno. Either way, the base is symmetrical, and then jump over this area so I can at least take all of this out. And then I figured everything else would just be able to path around naturally and take things out as needed. This Wizard's not up, this Archer's not up, and so everything is not maxed either. Let's just dive in, have a look, see if I had some issues or not. Now, I think one possible modification on this attack is to ditch the bowlers, and that was actually my main first goal when I was coming up with this sort of weird combo. And I thought, Why don't I just come in with all witches and the bat spells? And then I'd have bowlers in the clan castle because I'm not using a siege machine. But then I thought, you know what? I'll just modify one thing at a time. Yes, this is the attack you've normally seen me do with giants and witches and bowlers. So in this case, I've modified the giants and some bowlers, and I've replaced it with 5. Now here we go. I thought I had not put, so you can see I've done another error. Just when I get the bat spells being able to go down well, I actually didn't correctly deploy the CC troops. So the CC troops should have gone into the middle of the base with the other things, but look at the work I'm getting out of the bat spells. And look, I know they're all going to just perish over time because that's just how they were. Maybe if I put the ice golem here and then the bat spells, things might have been different. But look, they've done so much work that my troops didn't have to do that basically allowed more troops to survive till longer. And at that point, I just knew this base was toast. Yes, it's not a fully maxed base. We understand that. But then again, I'm choosing the base to hit with troops that I'm not fully aware on how they work in combination or how I can make them work. I've got the principle in my mind, what I want to do with the back end with the golem and the bats, but it needs more practice. Whether I do that in FC or continue village raiding like this, well, that's a matter. Now, what I will be doing also is doing another slight variation on this troop combo, and that'll be coming out in a few days as well after this one. So this is, you can push with this army. You've seen you can push with it. And I've not tried all 5 ice golems in one hit and then dropping the bats in the middle, and I don't think I will do that. Although it is an option, keep an eye on the ice golem, and as soon as it explodes, you drop the bats because you've got a free freeze. That is another option. But in any case, that is all I've got for this video. If you have any questions or comments about this, please leave them down below. If you have any suggestions on how this troop combination might be better used or deployed or even altered a little bit, please leave them down below. If you've liked this content, you want to see more, please subscribe to the channel and share it with your clanmates. And as always, thank you for watching.